Swerve on your passenger. Heard on them scavengers. I got them diamonds like Africa. I got the blow on one for the traffic. I got them diamonds like Africa. I got the blow on one for the traffic. I got them diamonds like Africa. I got the blow on one for the traffic. I'm going off Ferrari, I'm hugging that car, and I never say sorry. Put some dope in the cup, go and order the truck, cause the Bentley is coming. The end of my sleeve is on plain Jane. Sipping codeine on the plane, man. Most of my niggas, they gang, man. Switching my skin on my name, brand.
This is gonna be like a therapy session for me. Rams report week, it doesn't fucking matter because the games are fucking irrelevant when you suck. Not playing for shit but a draft pick. But I wanted to start out this Rams report for this week showing you an actual photograph of the Rams offensive line doing what they call pre-gaming. I would prefer that they do not pre-game. I would prefer that they do some push-ups, some squats, take some steroids, get Mike Tyson on the horn, maybe on Skype. These hosts suck. Let me give you some of the names of these guys that we depend upon to move the football, and the guys that people place their jobs upon, like Frank Signetti, who really, was given the keys to a 1978 Datsun. Well, actually, it's more like a 1995 Mustang with a 1978 Datsun at the core. So here are some of the guys. Andrew Denall, Greg Robinson, inconsistent. Isaiah Battle, Rob Havenstein, maybe promising, still has a long ways to go. Here are the guys that really, on a consistent basis, get manhandled. Tim Barnes, Demetrius Rainey, Cody Wickman, and Garrett Reynolds. Garrett fucking Reynolds. How are you doing, sir? You, my friend, are a fucking asshole. You get Undertaker, chokeslam, tombstone, pile driven every run play. How do you do that? I'm curious to how you do that. You're going against a rookie a lot of this game. Like Calais Campbell, of course, he's going to slap you around because you suck. But you were getting beat this game by a rookie from Northern Iowa. I don't even know his fucking name. I think he was number 97. Seems like a nice enough guy. Sure did take your fucking lunch money, you bitch. All right, now that that's out the way, those are the names of our O-linemen. I want you to look at, we can pretty much summarize the Rams season and the lack of offensive success with this video because it's the same shit every fucking week. Now, when we look at the Rams offensive line, they look like a bunch of scrubs. Look at these washed up assholes. And you cannot do shit without an offensive line. I want you to look at the basic fundamentals of football here. Who's winning the line of scrimmage? 95% of our runs, our offensive line is in the backfield. The innovative defensive fronts that we face that are multiple and stout with linebackers who are instinctive and physical, which we don't have, give us a lot of problems. Now, what you want to do nowadays and what Arizona does is they put 3 silverback gorillas with boogers in their nose and dreads and, grew up in a long line of coal miners and ain't shit, fat individuals, eat bologna sandwiches all day. They put those guys on the D-line for this very reason, so that when you try to run an outside zone with a misdirection, Mr. Garrett Reynolds rap, can get his dick drug in the dirt for the 5th time in the game, and a promising outside zone run turns into Tavon Austin taking 3 defenders with him, so you're left with 8, but the whole offensive line is in the backfield. This is supposed to be an outside zone. It looked like a choir boy congregation at the sideline. Everyone was like, let's sprint over there and hold hands and let the D linemen, they can come along too. Matter of fact, they can do whatever they want to do. All right, I'm sorry. Whew. I got that out the way. Now let me get back to analysis. So the Arizona Cardinals play more of a multiple type front. They've got versatile pieces. They've kind of got pass rushing outside backers, stout D linemen. and it gives us a lot of problems with how they line up. As you can see here, Garrett Reynolds gets absolutely manhandled once again. Number 95 got him. Is that Kareem Martin? Big Kareem Martin? I don't know. I don't know who that is. But I want you to take a look at the way they take on blocks, the way we pussyfoot around blocks on the offensive line, the way we pussyfoot blocks. And I want you to look at number 51, Kevin Minner, who is, based on the film that I watched, a very, very good player. I want you to look at Kevin Minner, and I want you to compare him to James Laurinaitis when we flip the film around. I want you to look at how our offensive line is in the backfield on most plays. I want you to look at how Kevin Minner does not think. He trusts his eyes. His first step is downhill. He's in the backfield by the time the offensive lineman can get there. He's going to beat him with speed. And if it so happens that you run a play action or he reads wrong, fine. Which you'll see later, he does give up a big play, but he makes more plays than he gives up. This is the complete opposite of what our defense does and what our middle linebacker does. Derek Johnson over the weekend was amazing. You watch guys like Bobby Wagner, Derek Johnson, their instincts, play recognition, and speed to the football. You see something that could be a handoff, could be a play action fake, but you trust your keys and you go downhill quick. That in combination with a good D line leads to a great run defense. And as you can see here, I want you to watch it again. Now, the aggressiveness of Mentor and some of the backers to get downhill quick hurt them on this play because we ran kind of a split read with Lance Kendricks when he came in motion. He bounced back and basically he went backside and we ran it front side, and he was probably the run key on that particular play. Just based on some of the zone runs and misdirection stuff that we do. Yeah, we do have to get cute to run the ball because we have to have some form of misdirection because we can't block. So look, Mentor and actually Buchanan, they kind of read their read here, and Gurley gets into space. Now Gurley is very good in space. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen a Range Rover without the tires, or if you've ever seen a Corvette on a tow truck. If you've ever seen a Bugatti with no wheels, that is pretty much what he's been marginalized to. Now, this is the last Rams play I'm going to show you here. The trend still continues. Our O-line is god-awful. Why don't you pass the ball? Go empty. Because they can't pass block either. They're actually better run blockers than pass blockers. So here's a normal 3-4 over, 4-3 front. 57 is Okafor, so it is definitely a 3-4. But look at Mentor. He makes up for the fact that you have two safeties at outside linebacker in this formation, which we do too, so there's no excuse. Now I want you to watch the push, the utter sheer male machismo and dominance that Arizona has when they run the football. Now, given, I mean, David Johnson is not as good as Todd Gurley, but we sure make him look that way. Our two best defensive linemen are finesse pass rushers. Let's just be real, they're not stout. Our linebackers are pussy. Mark Barron is a safety who can cover. He can make plays, but he's not going to take on blocks. Like, watch James Laurinaitis here. Stutter your feet. Read. By that time, you got the guard on you, and you missed the tackle completely. Barron is just running not to get blocked by an O-lineman because he's outmanned by 120 pounds, which is why that's generally a terrible idea. But it is what it is. So the difference is the multiple stout fronts that we face versus our standard stagnant 4-3 shit with linebackers that think and don't react and don't go downhill in combination with a D line that pass rushes. We lose the game in the trenches on both sides of the football every single week. Can't do anything with that. Now, at least if we could pass rush, we could try to get some cute New England shit going, but we can't even do that. Now, you're going to see we have TJ McDonald, Mark Barron, and Laurinaitis in the box here. Same setup Arizona has. Two safeties and a middle backer, but look at the difference. Laurinaitis is looking. He didn't move. Like, from the time that the ball was snapped and he got blocked with his slow ass, non-instinctive ass, like no common sense having ass, like, oh my god. By the time The guard got to him. He had not moved because he's looking to see. I want to see what that is over there. I see an accident off the freeway. What is that? The fuck up. You already got ran by, bitch. Anywho, we get killed on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Any game that you watch on the All 22 or this week, look at where the push is on the lines. That is generally who's going to be winning. Middle linebacker is a very important position. One of the most. It can single-handedly take away a run game or give up huge plays in the run game. And look at Laurinaitis' chop. Actually, he does attack downhill here, but we still get everyone else gets blocked. Probably a blitz because he's not instinctive enough to do it without someone telling him. I'm out.